To some other news, the state's cannabis agency is getting a boost to its enforcement powers as they try to cut down on illegal or gray market stores that have opened up since cannabis became legal. As one local sheriff told our Rob Hackford, law enforcement and the state are getting some new teeth.
The New York Office of Cannabis Management is trying to take a bite out of the gray market, which right now accounts for almost every store open across the state, except for 12 that are licensed and those on native territory.
In Niagara County, we have several that have cropped up of people selling marijuana without a license.
The illicit shops have been the source of complaints and confusion, according to Niagara County Sheriff Michael Filicetti, whose office has struggled to legally deal with them because of weak rules regarding enforcement.
We know initially the Office of Cannabis Management, their hands were kind of tied. They were more of regulatory, they didn't have the teeth.
Now new emergency enforcement regulations are changing that, with a section for unlicensed activities and the new ability to issue a notice of violation, as well as seize illegal cannabis products.
Now the focus is on closing doors.
I see they have the ability to put civil fines up to $20,000 a day. I see that we have now a criminal charge for unlicensed sale of cannabis.
Shop owners can appeal these penalties if they think they were wrongly singled out. Filicetti adds that partnership between law enforcement and the agency will also be key going forward. Now here's what the public can expect.
Folks will see a lot more of those notices, public notices that shops have been engaged in illicit activity, illicit cannabis has been seized, and that we are, basically closing down these businesses now.
It's certainly going to strengthen what we're able to do. I think when you bring all the players to the table to address the issue, it's going to make us better at being able to deal with it.
And Rob Hackford joins me right now. Rob, just looking at this, how is this partnership actually looking?
Yeah, it's been developing over the past couple of years, but really being strengthened by these new rules that were part of the state budget. Claudine, prior to these regulations being approved, Filicetti said he had a bunch of other law enforcement leaders met with the Office of Cannabis Management Enforcement Division. They had a good conversation. He said these appear to be the final set of tools they needed. But as we've been hearing, really the best tool for dissuading these illegal stores is having more licensed ones open up. And that rollout is still happening pretty slowly. As we told you last week as well, Claudine, the first dispensary in Western New York is expected to open up on Main Street in Buffalo in the coming weeks. We're hoping to have an update on that in the next couple days as well as they get set up.
Looking forward to it. I know you've been on top of this entire issue really from the beginning.
Yeah, constantly changing, but an enjoyable one to follow, an interesting one to keep people updated on.
Absolutely. Rob Hackford, thank you so much for that report tonight.